I'm not a chassid, not Hasidic. I went to the public schools, graduate of Dewey Clinton High School in the Bronx, and I went to Baruch School of Business down in New York. Upon graduation, I was drafted, and I put in 2 years for my country. I saw a lot of things overseas when I was there right after Korea. We were the supply line to the 7th Army in Germany. That's just the perspective of where I'm coming from. Yes, I'm Orthodox, and I'm a modern Orthodox person, but I'm also tolerant. A parent has the right to raise their child the way they want. The parent educates the child, giving them the key to their future life. The parent wants them to be Jewish, because when they walk out of the door as an adult, they have the right to do anything they want. They can go to school if they want to. They can be good or bad people. They can do drugs if they want to. And the parent is there to try and protect their children. And in most cases, they can do it. In many cases, they can't. And we have good and bad schools in the public school system. And we have good and bad schools in the private system. And in the private system, in most cases, you're paying tuition. And if you feel you're being undereducated, and if the parents feel their children are being undereducated, they can transfer them to another school. And if they cannot afford to transfer them to a better school, there are plenty of organizations out there who will finance the tuition in the other schools. The parents over here, if you are a homeowner, you're paying double taxes for schools by choice. And if you're not a homeowner, your rent may go up when the real estate taxes go up. And as far as the community, they're giving the private schools a very limited amount of funds, basically transportation. And it's only a portion of transportation. And they give them some English books. They give them a nurse. As far as history is concerned, someone said here the kids don't understand the Constitution. Many adults right here in Rockland County don't know what the Constitution's all about.
75%.
My opinion.
About the public school students don't know.
My opinion, please. I gave you your turn to speak. Give me my turn. My opinion. Okay. The parents have the right to deal things for their children. There are good students and there are bad students. There are students who want to learn. There are students who don't want to learn, be it English or in the public schools or in the private schools. Because kids are kids and they have to be directed. In the Orthodox community, you have kids who are doing things that aren't right, just like you have outside the Orthodox community. But you have many, many more kids who are doing things the right way. If you drive down Route 59 and you go look at all the stores, you see all the religious people who are now storekeepers in all lines, and they're doing very well. Someone said economically, we're putting out too much money, Medicare and Medicaid and social services for the people who are Orthodox. But that's not their fault. That's the law. The law says that people within a certain framework will get X amount of dollars. And yes, for those people who are affected, it's a necessity until they can get on their feet. Because there are organizations out there, both in the religious community and outside the religious community who are trying to get help for them. The only thing I can say in closing is that it's my belief that parents have the right to educate their kids the way they want to. And the schools, who are yeshivas, are teaching them philosophy. It's not that they're not learning. It's not their learning. You heard a young lady this evening speaking Hebrew. She went to yeshiva.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I went to public school.
Oh, shut up, children.
Each of us, as I said, has their opinion. Some legislators think this way, some don't. One of the things in Zabrowski's bill says that not only can a complaint be made to the Board of Education, the State Board of Education, by a student or a parent or a teacher or an alumni member, but it could be anyone, any member of the community who lives in the school district. Now, if A, B, or C doesn't like what's going on in the neighborhood, they lodge a complaint. Now, I asked one of the makers of this resolution if she would change it, and the answer was no. And therefore, I must vote the way my conscience tells me to vote.